right now on Fox 5 News at 5.
It's been over 20 years since Bush 41 spent 3 days speaking at Hofstra University.
And some special items from back then have been kept for safekeeping all these years. Jody Goldberg is at Hofstra with more.
I hope history will look kindly on our efforts to meet the challenges of that rapidly changing world.
Former President George H.W. Bush addressing hundreds of scholars and officials at the 1997 presidential conference. It was held more than 2 decades ago on the campus of Hofstra University, where archivist Jerry Solomon has been preserving memorabilia leading up to and from the event ever since.
We have the student newspapers, we have the student yearbooks, we have the CALFA papers, we have programs, the banquet invitations, letters from the president.
The 41st president is being remembered by many as an extraordinary man who during his time in office tried to rise above partisanship and cared deeply about what was best for the country. Political science professor Richard Himmelfarb had a chance to meet and talk to Bush at the 3-day conference. He recalls him as someone who was personable and patient.
He was polite, he was gracious, he spent about 7 or 8 hours here. He spoke a number of times, he stood on a receiving line for people to take pictures with.
Hofstra University has been hosting presidential conferences since 1982 with FDR to look back at the politics in each president's time in office. Those who were here say President Bush's visit was one of the most memorable.
This was the first time where you not only had the president, but you had Vice President Quayle, you had Secretary of Defense Cheney who came, you had Brian Mulroney, who was the Prime Minister of Canada, who was here, Mikhail Gorbachev was here, virtually every member of the cabinet was here. And here was what was interesting. They all had nothing but laudatory things to say.
A one-term president who made an everlasting impact and proved his past deserves to be preserved. In Hempstead, Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.